Hey there, we're Tracie Rich and we're a couple in our 50s who have decided to leave Australia and move overseas. Why are we creating this content? Well, because when we were doing our research and looking for places to go and looking to learn from other people, there weren't a lot of people in our age group. There were lots of young people, backpackers, and we're definitely not backpackers. We love a bit of luxury, although that's not what we're about when we travel everywhere.
Today we're going to talk about visas. We had a lot of people ask us, what are you doing? If you don't know, we've been in Malaysia for about 3 months now, and we're currently just on a tourist visa, but we are going to talk about the other options that we've explored. Please bear in mind this is not legal advice, and please go and seek your own advice, but we want to go through exactly what we're doing. We are actually currently in Thailand on a border run.
We are. So lots of people, it seems to be a question that gets asked a lot. What visa are you on? How are you doing the visa thing? And we pretty much decided to give ourselves a good 12 months before we chose a permanent solution. Yes. We are doing the research and we'll go through what we've found out in this video with you. But for now, as an Australian in Malaysia, Malaysia allows us to, on a tourist visa, to stay 90 days, hence the border run to Thailand.
And that's, you know, people go a little bit wary, and look, we can't guarantee that if you leave for 90 days, have 90 days, leave for a few days and come back, they will let you in. But we will take the risk because we feel that's a lot better than applying for a visa.
Well,
a permanent visa.
And the other thing is we haven't heard of anyone not being able to get back in. Like, we've literally signed our 12-month lease, so all of our stuff's there at home. We haven't heard of anyone not being able to get back in. And funnily enough, before we came over here, Rich was like, oh, we'll be able to travel and go exploring every second weekend. We'll go to a different place. And I was like, oh, I don't know about that.
No,
and after about a month, we were like, we didn't have a permanent spot to sit in, and after about a month we were so glad to be able to unpack our bags. So we haven't done the fortnightly thing, but I could imagine us every quarter. Yeah,
exactly. Well, we have to every 90 days anyway.
Yeah.
And it's not 90 days exactly anyway, so we might decide in 6 weeks, we've got some friends, let's go meet them somewhere. But the other thing is that as much as we love Malaysia, we haven't said that's going to be our home yet. We're still deciding if it is going to be. So it gives us the chance to explore other places. Like, we're in Thailand at the moment and I'm loving it.
Yeah, like, I'm one of those weirdos that I've got, you know, your typical entrepreneurial mindset that the next shiny object gets my attention. So I do love Malaysia. I love where we're living in Batu Ferringhi. But when we got here, I was, oh my gosh, it's amazing here. We could live here. So who knows where we'll end up permanently.
It is a little bit freer here, isn't it?
It is. Like, what we've noticed about, I don't know if we're getting to this yet, but bacon, my gosh, like, living in a Muslim country is beautiful. People are beautiful, the culture's beautiful, but
you do miss some things.
Oh, and you don't realise how much. Like, the breakfast buffet here is really good. Yeah. Like, mountains of bacon. What else is there? Like, just alcohol, being able to go to a bar. Yeah,
we went for a ride yesterday and we just found all these cool little beach bars along the place. And like, we've gone to the airport sometimes and can't get alcohol in Malaysia. And we just want a beer before we catch the flight. We're not, you know, alcoholics.
We're those people who get there hours and hours before we have to, so we know we're there, we're in the lounge waiting or at the gate waiting.
Exactly.
And we want to just sit, relax, have a drink, maybe do a bit of work. So
So, and we've just found here, like, we're going to do a video on our time here in Hua Hin, but we've just found it very Bali-like without the crowds.
Yes.
It just seems to have that feel. Lots of scooters, easy to scoot around.
Really different demographic. Like, there's there are a lot of expats here, so many Aussies, and we did make a bit of a joke on another video that people got a bit upset, and we did not make negative comments.
No, not at all. We were just observation.
We observed how many men 65 and older who have met women here and now married or in relationships here. We just noticed it. I mean,
and if they're happy, that's fantastic.
Yeah, love who you want to love is what we say. It was simply an observation, as you know, you might say the sky is blue. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So I suppose back to the visas. There's 4 visas we've looked at. So one is the tourist visa.
Yep.
We'll have a chat about that, and then we'll talk about the digital nomads visa.
Yep.
Which we can also apply for. Then we've got the, what's it called?
The MM2H.
Thank you.
Which is my second home.
And then we have economic zones as well. So we'll talk about our knowledge of this, and if you're interested in maybe just have a look at some other YouTube clips or get some advice on that.
And heads up, our knowledge isn't that huge because we're just exploring it ourselves. So we've been happy on the tourist visa.
Yeah. So tourist visa, as Australian residents, we get 90 days. We're allowed into Malaysia. We can't work inside the country, as in...
Yeah, we couldn't go get a job or
Couldn't
whatever,
go get a job
but
or
we can
anything.
run our businesses.
Correct. We can't open up bank accounts or anything like that, but it gives us time to explore the country and see if it is for us.
Yeah. And then the other thing we've started looking at is setting up a business in Malaysia, and there's an economic zone called Labuan.
Yeah, well, there's a couple there, so yeah. So,
and there's another one down south that's closer to Singapore, and that one's the Ghost City. But the one that we've been exploring, company tax of 3%, personal tax, I think it's 25%. But if you pay yourself dividends, there's no tax on dividends. So you could literally pay yourself no wage and just pay out monthly dividends or something like that. The other thing with that one is you have to rent an office and you need to employ 2 local people in that area.
I think they're changing the rules all the time. So when we first looked at it, those last couple of conditions weren't there, but I think they've introduced those. Tax is capped at $4,500 US a year, which is quite handy, and $50,000 working capital zone. So
US.
US, yep.
Yeah.
But you can use that capital straight away. So
you don't have to keep that bank account topped up with the 50K
and
or anything like that.
You can get, so you get a 2-year Malaysian residency visa with that as well. You can open up Malaysian and Singaporean bank accounts. So that one is quite attractive to us, having some businesses that we could relocate. The other one is down in the Ghost City. That's starting to come along. There's not too many details on that at the moment, but that could be another option if you're into business.
And we haven't been there yet. That's on our bucket list of places to go to and check out. So we can't really comment on what it's like down there.
No, and it's not the case that you've got to live there. You just need to set up a company there. So there are some options out there if you do have a business. The other one is digital nomads, which you know a bit about, don't you, Tracie?
A little bit, not a lot. Like I know that you need to go through the application process. There's certain categories of types of work as a freelancer or a contractor. You've got to show contracts with clients and things like that. So I haven't really looked at that one a lot yet because I haven't needed to. And honestly, I would go see an agent. I'd be asking around in all the expat groups in Penang. We're in some groups and getting some referrals for who everyone else used as their agent to get their paperwork sorted as well.
And then the last one is the
MM2H.
Yeah.
And that one is you do need to invest in some property. There are a couple of different rules actually. You don't have to buy property under that visa, but I'm not sure what they are. But if you know you want to settle in Malaysia and you're going to sell up from wherever you are and buy something over here or in Malaysia, then really good option. I really think especially for people who are ready to retire.
Yeah, for sure. As you said, if you know it is, for us, we're not sure. Like we're happy to just just go on the 90 days and check it out.
Yeah.
And float along and just make sure it is, because if you are deciding, it's obviously a big step to leave wherever you're living and come over here. And for us, we're not quite ready, and we can do the business options.
Yeah, we can.
Which gives us a bit more
really
flexibility.
For us, we're so happy to force ourselves to go away every 90 days because we do get stuck into work, and by the time the weekends come around, you're like, same as at home, and there's enough to explore where we are. So it's sort of good in a way.
Yeah.
Coming here to Thailand and checking it out here. Correct.
Like it's an hour and a half flight. Penang flies into India, China, Vietnam.
It's an international airport.
Yeah, so it does do a lot of direct flights there, so it does give us the option, and really cheap. Like I think we paid $100 each way or something.
Yeah.
So really cheap flights. So that's the other good thing, and that's part of why we chose Penang as well. It's close to an international airport, and we can go to KL or Singapore if we wanted larger options for there.
We want to go and check out China too.
Yeah.
China's on the list. Like Rich has been there lots. I've never been. I hadn't been interested, and then all of a sudden we started watching YouTube videos on people moving overseas and setting up businesses overseas, and China looks pretty cool as well. So,
Yep.
you know, so many places in Malaysia we've still got to explore.
Exactly.
So,
Well, we've only been to KL and Penang.
Yeah.
Oh, and the casino, of course.
Yeah. But I mean, honestly, we're happy with our 90-day
Yep.
visa. So as much as everyone's asked us a bunch of questions, our knowledge is limited, and this is just what we're doing until we, hand on heart, know where we want to be, and, you know, and then we can make some more permanent type decisions.
And the information we give you today in 3 months' time might not be valid anyway. It is always changing. Like I know Thailand's just introduced and made it tighter to get retirement visas. So you really do need to check up on the information at the time you're ready to look into it. And you go to someone a bit more experienced than us.
And let's face it, governments change their minds whenever they want.
Yes,
They're not
exactly.
worried about what our plans are they?
Yeah. But we were really blown away by the responses, weren't we, to our videos?
Yeah, we weren't expecting. I mean, a lot of it is honestly because when we were looking for people our age, it was just nothing out there, and we are not professional content creators by any means. I think we're playing with video editing. Rich spent 4 or 5 hours editing the video on our apartment, so a lot of work goes into it, but it's fun.
Yeah,
We're
exactly,
enjoying it as well.
We are.
So excuse our faux pas and our lack of techie experience, but we're getting there.
Exactly. And our talking, someone mentioned about talking over each other, which we do. We're still learning how
Did
to...
someone mention that?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Like, honestly, that's what people do. That's what couples do.
And we're still learning for the pauses and when to step in and do all those things. So it's an adventure. We're loving it. And
we're here to have some fun.
Exactly, yeah.
And hopefully, you know, help you guys out through watching our experience.
And we're setting up another video about Hoo-Ha Hin and our experiences here. We went off-road on the scooter yesterday. That was a bit of an experience. The locals said we could go across the bridge. We made it.
It was like a rusted out. I've never seen a bridge like it, but we'll share that video.
And the other thing is your comments. Anything you want us to... Someone said, oh, can you go to a grocery shop?
Yeah, we'll do that when we get back.
Yeah, exactly. So anything you
sure.
want to see, and well, you know, within limits.
Within reason.
Yeah, within reason. We'll do our best to come to you and do that, because we are just an average couple. You know, there's no fancy lights or anything.
You could classify us as above average. I wouldn't say we're average.
Sorry, yes, okay.
Above average.
Well, I mean...
Towards excellence.
Yeah, I mean, well, especially in our video production, we're just here having a chat about what we do to you. And please come back on the comments.
About what we do to you, to them.
No. I don't say what I do to you either.
Good.
Anyway, we hope we answered some of your questions. Maybe we've left a lot more questions open. And we will catch you on the flip side.